did what you said, and I typed in peaceful pride parade. And the first thing that popped up was people twerking in front of kids. The second video was violence. So I typed it in, and I still got what I said.
I have an idea of why.
Do you think twerking in front of children is okay?
So I have an idea why. Are you ready?
You think it's my algorithm?
No,
You think it's what I like or what I repost?
it's because it's X. Like X is a right-wing platform. So I mean, like majority of the people that are going to be posting about pride parades on X are going to be posting the negatives, in which we'd see some of the times, right? Like for instance, I'm looking at the same thing you are. Chaos at a pride parade. I'm seeing that same video. Right? But this is going to happen in a very small fraction of pride parades, just like this happens at a very small fraction of all public outings where there's a lot of people collecting together, right? For you to act as if this is specific to pride parades is incredibly disingenuous. So one of the things that you said there is that you don't want gay people on the streets.
Running the streets, parading the streets.
So you're not down with pride parades? Why's that?
The pride parades.
Okay,
You know, all
so
that stuff that
what's
wasn't
wrong with
here.
pride parades?
It always turns violent. There's always some problems
What?
about it. Something always bad happens.
Well, I'm gonna show you a video real quick. So this is actually something that I had posted on my Twitter account. Here's a video of a woman that is like you, anti-LGBTQ plus, going up to a pride parade and giving them the finger. And I want us to watch together how violent the LGBTQ plus protesters in the pride parade were.
That's only one video.
So I mean, let's go ahead.
I mean,
let's
you're showing
go
one
ahead and
video.
let's just go ahead and just watch it back. So look at them. They're being so violent. They're being so.
But you're only showing one video.
Well, I mean, you didn't even give me. So what's your evidence that they all turn violent?
Well, I'm not on here to be giving you videos. I'm on here to
what's your evidence that all the
I don't really know how
parades
to
turn
show you a
violent?
video on here, to be honest.
So do you have
What's
any
my
evidence that
for what?
all the pride parades turn violent?
Do you have X? I'm pretty sure you have X.
The video.
Just go look it up on X. You can find anything on X.
Okay.
Also, shout out real quick on the live to my boy Trump doing his thing over there in Iran. Shout out to him.
So you don't have any
Shout out to the
evidence.
military. Shout out to everybody.
So you don't have any evidence that pride parades turn violent. So that was just a baseless rhetorical claim made by a very silly, stupid.
What kind of? I simply told you just go to X.
Well, I mean, what do you specifically want me to find on that?
I don't have. I'm not over here screen sharing and stuff. I don't.
So
have
what do you
cameras on and
specifically
stuff,
want me to be able to find on X?
Just look up violent gay parades. I mean, anything. You can just
Okay.
type it
So
in.
if you specifically add the word violent to it, what do you think is going to populate in the search results?
Well, I put money on it. If
So I want you to go to X, and now I want you to search up peaceful pride parades. Yeah, dude. Oh my God. Everybody. Okay, you know what? I don't support Christian churches in America. I think that all Christian churches need to be banned because Christian churches are so violent. And now my evidence of this is if you go to Google, X, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc., and you type in violent Christian churches, you'll be given more than enough evidence of their violence. You know what I mean? Like truly. I think that gyms should be banned in America. And my evidence for this is if you go to X, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, etc., and you type in violence in gyms, you'll be given all this evidence of violence in gyms. Do you see how absolutely idiotic and stupid that that last point was? I mean, do you truly see it? I need to stop saying those words. TikTok, I'm sorry. I meant them metaphorically. Also, I can't hear you when you're on pause. He's probably running away. While he's doing that, I'd like to thank Paige.
No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, so did you hear my response?
Yeah, I heard your response.
Okay, so then how do you feel about it? Because seemingly you could find violence anywhere as long as you look for it, and that's what you're doing. If you go to
in all the churches and stuff like that, I believe some are. There's not a doubt. You know what I mean? But like the church I go to, I've seen them accept everybody. I've never seen them judge people. I've seen them help the homeless.
Oh wait,
I've
so you
seen
think
them
that
help
helping the
people
homeless is a good thing?
color of skin.
If helping homeless is a good thing, name one thing Trump has ever done to help the homeless. Very nice.
But I have one more thing, and I'll let you go. All right?
I'm not going to let you go. I want to talk to you about why you support Trump. What's one Trump policy you're fan of?
Well, no, I want to go back to the topic we were just on that. Because I did what you said, and I typed in peaceful gay pride, whatever I typed in, peaceful pride parade. And the first thing that popped up was people twerking in front of kids. The second video was violence. So I typed it in, and I still got what I said.
I have an idea of why.
Do you think twerking in front of children is okay?
So I have an idea why. Are you ready?
You think it's my algorithm?
No,
You think it's what I like or what I repost?
it's because it's X. Like what we see on X is going to be.
Here's my question then.
No,
If it's
I'm gonna.
because of
I'm going to speak. You're going to listen. It's because it's X. Like X is a right wing platform. So I mean, like majority of the people that are going to be posting about pride parades on X are going to be posting the negatives in which we'd see some of the times, right? Like for instance, I'm looking at the same thing you are. Chaos at a pride parade. I'm seeing that same video. Right? But this is going to happen in a very small fraction of pride parades, just like this happens at a very small fraction of all public outings where there's a lot of people collecting together, right? For you to act as if this is specific to pride parades is incredibly disingenuous and is propagandistic, and the only purpose that it serves is to further the narrative that pride parades are violence or there's something inherently wrong with the LGBTQ plus community that doesn't conform to what society should be. So for that reason, I absolutely deny your argument, right? And this is insane. Like, think about it, man. Do you think it's reasonable to say that I could go and find a video of just about any public outing where there's a lot of people collecting in one space with violence in it? Like, you name it. Think about protests for, like, anti-abortion protests. It might take me 30 seconds to find one video of violence at an anti-abortion protest. Or even, just like a church get-together outside, like maybe one of those, like, twice-a-year outings where they get the whole church together and they eat tacos or whatever the fuck. I bet I could go and find one video of violence at one of those church get-togethers or concerts. We could find one video of violence at a concert or a baseball game. We could find one video of violence at a baseball game, football games, basketball. So if your argument is that you don't want pride parades for this reason, would you also say that you basically want to completely end all public outings altogether? Because we'd also be able to find videos of violence at baseball games, basketball games, football games.
The more I think about it, if we didn't have people go outside, we'd have a lot less problems.
Okay, so yeah, so like you're...
if you simply think of it like in a realistic world, people just stop running their mouths and stay inside. Yeah. So there'd be no problem.
Yeah. So in other words, your argument here is that you support Trump because everybody should stay inside. It's just like laughable. It's just incoherent.
But I never said that.
Yeah, that is what you said.
So
because remember, that was the ultimate reduction of your view of what's being against pride parades.
Trump because I don't like people going outside.
But that's a reduction of your view insofar as why you don't like pride parades.
If Kamala wasn't, I'm gonna say this: if Kamala won, okay, sorry, whatever her name is, if they won, we would have been at war either way. It doesn't matter who wins. We were going to war.
Oh my
we were
God.
weak. We were weak. What do you think if Trump didn't win, what guarantees us not going to war?
I would say that there'd be a significantly lower likelihood.
How?
Because she has a head on her shoulders and can think more than one step ahead. Like I don't think that Donald Trump thinks more than one step ahead. If Kamala Harris was president right now, she would have been like, oh, well, if we help Israel and we start bombing Iran, well, then Iran might turn around and retaliate by closing the Strait of Hormuz or bombing our military, bombing some of our military facilities in the Middle East. And if we didn't retaliate with them with a larger scale hitback, which would just restart and relaunch war in the Middle East, then we would look weak. And because we don't ultimately want another large scale, never ending war in the Middle East that costs thousands of our lives and causing and inducing inflation for the average American consumer and so on, that we're just simply not going to join in on the war. So that's why I'd say that she wouldn't have started the war if she was president, because she could think more than one step ahead.
So did you not think we were weak when Biden was in office?
I mean, the answer to your question is no, but like that definitely has no relation to our discussion relating to the fact that we wouldn't have been in this war if Kamala Harris was president.
I disagree. I mean, the world thought we were weak with Biden in it.
Wait, who?
Who? And then who was Biden's vice president?
Could you be more specific? Who thought we were weak?
I'd say the entire world.
Okay, be more specific. Okay, who's laughing at us?
Was every day getting broke down.
Who was laughing at us? Tell us.
Russia,
no.
China,
actually,
North
Russia.
Korea.
So Russia. Russia sure as Russia sure as hell thinks that Donald Trump is more weak than Harris or Biden. We have leaked Kremlin documents where Putin calls Trump easy to manipulate. Why don't we have those on Harris or Biden? If anything, we could suggest that no. Listen, that Putin thought they were formidable, and that's why he's interfered with the last 3 elections to ensure that they didn't get elected. So you're wrong about Russia. What's next? North Korea? Well, I mean, actually, I don't see any evidence to believe that Kim Jong-un found Biden or Harris any less or more formidable than Trump. But like, we do certainly know that he and
that doesn't make. Wait a second. Go back to Russia, because what you just said doesn't prove that Russia wasn't laughing at it. You called weak. All you said was that Trump has been proven to be weaker.
Yeah, what it proves is that they think
that doesn't mean
Trump
that
is
Russia
weaker.
wasn't still laughing at us the whole entire time.
I mean, I think what proves them to be formidable in the eyes of Putin was the fact that they were supporting Ukraine and gave Ukraine the upper hand to start winning the war against their country, and also the fact that they've interfered with the last 3 elections to push pro-Trump, pro-Russian, pro-Republican propaganda. Like, if they weren't scared of them, if they didn't view the administration as formidable, then why were they interfering with our elections to make sure that they didn't win?
So here's a question.
No, answer mine.
Bombing. Oh, my fault. What'd you say?
Yeah, if they didn't think that Biden or Harris was formidable, then why were they interfering with our elections, pushing propaganda to ensure that they lost?
Oh, I haven't seen any proof of this election being rigged. I
never said rigged. I said interfered with. And yeah, the proof for 2024 would come from the DOJ. I'll give you the evidence. So the DOJ did a report, and they found that the Kremlin was funding right-wing influencers such as Tim Pool or Benny Johnson $500,000 per month to push pro-Trump, pro-Republican, pro-Kremlin propaganda to sway the public voice and a vote and opinion away from the candidates on the left. This was proven by the Federal Department of Justice.
So what point are we making here?
That they found them formidable, and the evidence that they found them formidable was the fact that they were spending millions and millions and millions of dollars to try to make them lose the election and to sway the public opinion away from them in America.
Okay.
All right, but this also has no fucking relevance upon the original claim that you made that I refuted, that if Kamala Harris was president right now, we wouldn't be in war because she could think more than one step ahead.
Well, I have a question to that. So it's bad, right, that we attacked Iran getting into the middle of their conflict, correct? So
yeah, starting war in the Middle East was very bad, yep.
Right, so, but us giving money to Ukraine to fight Russia, is that not going to want Russia to be like, well, let's go get America then?
It actually prevents that from happening, so it helps protect national security. There's about 1,000,000,001 reasons why I support funding Ukraine, but like specifically looking at national security, we've already tried to take the pacifist approach of just ignoring them when they do things like the annexation of regions of other countries or other countries as a whole. Like we ignored them when they annexed Crimea back in 2018, and then what happened? It made them stronger, and it made them more likely to further the expansion of the USSR and overtake more regions with more people, which gives them more resources, which makes them a larger superpower, thereby more of a threat to our country. So it's actually in the best interest, like security speaking, to help fight against Russian expansionism. However, it's not in our best interest to re-enter into war in the Middle East.
But us giving money to Ukraine.
I just explained why that's a good thing.
What about BRICS?
I just explained why that's a good thing out of concern for national security.
You think Russia was all by themselves?
Wait, unironically, funding Ukraine weakens BRICS.
So then why isn't Russia and China doing anything about what America just did?
Why isn't Russia and China doing anything about what America just did? I don't know.
I thought they backed Iran.
Why is that relevant?
How is it not relevant? You're making it seem like it's a bad thing. So what makes it so bad? Nobody's doing anything about it.
War is bad.
Well, I would say war is bad. I wouldn't say a strike to keep America from being nuked is bad.
Wait, do you think that Iran has nukes?
Strike. We sent one strike.
Do you think that?
I mean, that's what they're Iran has nukes. They are developing nukes.
Wait, who's saying that Iran has nukes?
Israel.
Yeah, they've been saying that since the 70s.
Yeah, they've been saying it for years. Trust me, I've seen the same.
Yeah, they've been saying that exactly. So I don't think that Israel is going to be reliable, right?
Now, do I think there's something sneaky going on with America and Israel or whatever? Yeah, probably.
Wait. Do you think if we had an American president that basically gave Iran the green light to start constructing nukes, that we should get him out of office?
Yes.
Okay, well, Donald Trump gave them that green light when he pulled us out of the nuclear peace agreement we had with the country. So when they were in the nuclear peace agreement originally signed in 2015, they were under 24, like all of their nuclear facilities were under 24/7 surveillance by the IAEA, as well as the IAEA reported 0 infractions upon the agreement in the 5 years that it was signed, as well as Iran deconstructed their nuclear facilities, and they gave 97% of their enriched uranium to Russia. And then when Donald Trump pulled us out of the agreement, that was essentially him giving them the green light to continue the advancement of nuclear technology in the region. So this would mean that you'd say that Donald Trump should be impeached because he gave them the green light to further their construction of nukes.
Now, here's my question. Because I'm not saying
no. I don't want a question. I want a response.
I'm just asking, like, why I'm trying to say, like, maybe you're right. Like I said, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just more curious of, like, if what you're saying is true, then I mean, it is kind of an agreeable thing. Like, if that is true, then why am I not hearing about it? How about that? Why haven't I seen that? Why haven't I heard about it? Why is nobody else talking about that? that Trump's technically the reason why he was building to begin with. They were building to begin with.
Yeah, fucking beats me.
Does that make sense though?
Beats
I haven't seen that. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Beats me, right? Like beats me. I wish more people would talk about it, and I think that more people will. I mean, like right now, I'm like planning to film and construct a video, kind of going over how we've gotten to where we are today. But I would say that people are talking about this. Dylan Page put out a video about this like 7 hours ago, and it has like 1 million likes already. People are talking about this.
Well, here's because like I said, I'm fixing to have to go. But here's like the main answer.
No. I just want an answer. Does this mean that you think that Trump should be impeached because he gave them the green light to further their development of nuclear technology?
I mean, you're trying to make me say yes, but I want to say no.
All right.
You know what I mean? I'm being honest. Because that's tech.
Appreciate you for that. We're gonna move on to the next guest. I appreciate you for like recognizing your hypocrisy, but still yet it's just I've been dealing with hypocritical people all day, getting a little bit fed up at this. But we are gonna move on at this point.